Pokécast! Cold open, the trouble belt, or whatever. Oh, vast cosmic wasteland of floating DVDs, abandoned special features, and loose menu screens. 26 and 15 are wrapping up their Heracross adventure. Their ethereal crowd Peep is still dressed as Pokemon Heracross, while excitedly browsing through a 1996 Kodo Kodo comic.
I don't know which one's which. I think I'm 15.
Well, that's the end of that. We learned all about Heracrosses.
We sure did.
Strong.
Buggy.
Peep. Peep, did you know this Pokemon called Porygon? No.
Sounds made up. I'd recommend Peep sound for future endeavour.
And look, there's fucking hundreds of them. Peep continued flipping through the comic.
The DVD Gatherator is finally repaired.
Alas, no more accidental journeys into fictional universes, especially not after the Alf debacle. Peep absent-mindedly produces a giant Burger King cola, I beg your pardon. Do you know that Meow is hidden under a truck? I am waving comically as the colossal cola is wobbling.
Be careful, Peep.
And there's a talking cat too. The cola's tipping over, splash. An ocean of fizzy Burger King cola cascades directly onto the DVD Gatherator, a horrible silence as the machine emits a single beep. Beep. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. The machine erupts with rainbow energy. DVDs begin flying everywhere. Menus appear in the sky. Subtitles rain from above. A giant floating play all button spins through space. The DVD Gatherator scans the comic.
DVD Gatherator online. Analyzing target. Target identified. The world. Pokémon.
What?
What?
The machine fires a colossal beam directly at Peep. Whoosh, she vanishes. Silence. The comic slowly flutters to the ground. 26 and 15 stir.
Did our pet just get launched into Pokemon?
I believe our pet just got launched into Pokemon. Theme tune.
Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. Perhaps the sit on the rim is safe. Victreebel, I want you to Victreebel, Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. And it is the acid inside of the bell that kills you. Victreebel, I want you to Victreebel, Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. For whom the Victreebel tolls, lines wrapping on. For whom the Victreebel tolls. Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. Spit on the rim safe. Victreebel, hold it. Victreebel, acid inside the bell kills you. Victreebel, then hold it. Victreebel, Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. I cannot depict an image of someone smearing cake all over a man's face. Victreebel, it's not the beat, it's the beat. Victreebel, she my HBF, my number one. Well, she likes to call me James, and she's Victreebel. Stranger now are his eyes to this mystery. Hear the silence so loud, crack of dawn. All is gone except one Pokeball. Now they see what will be. Blinded eyes to see. Crusty yellow toenails with bits of bulldog all up in there. Victreebel, F and Jeff and hold it. Victreebel, Victreebel, it's a Victreebel cast. What have you done today to make yourself Sarah Wiggum? I want you to watch it to Victreebel. Not the B, it's the P, not the rim, it's the bell. Not the B, it's the V, not the rim, it's the bell. Not the B, it's the V, not the rim, it's the bell. Not the B, it's the V, not the rim, it's the bell. I want you to Victreebel. Who the bleep is Pezanders? Heracross no es mucho, es solamente un borracho. I want you to Victreebel. F and Vicky cast. Want you to Victreebel. Jeff and VC. I want you to catch them all between your F and Jeff and Victreebel. Between your Victreebel knees.
Episode 1. A couple of Victreebel ends. Peep wakes up in a car park. A man in a lab coat approaches.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. My name is Professor Shuzen Sycamore. People call me the Pokémon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokémon. For some people, Pokémon are pets. Others use them for fights, like dogs or cocks. Myself, I study Pokémon as a profession. First, what is your name?
Peep.
Peep. Your very own Pokémon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokémon awaits. Let's go.
But where am I?
The world of Pokémon. More specifically, Worsley Mesnes.
That's the podcast introduction. Sycamore will join Peep on his journey through the ominous, sometimes glamorous, unusual and murky depths of the greater Wigan area to catch and learn about one specific Pokemon at a time. Star of the week, the Worsley Mesnes Victreebel. David Semin, Dex Fact File.
Essentially, I am a professor. You are Peep.
I've
I will join you. On,
I've worked that bit out.
I'm telling the audience again.
Addressing them as you.
Yes, you will be joining me, Peep. No, I will be joining you, Peep, on your journey as you have awoken something in me. So I'm going to take you town by town to that town's most special Pokemon. You will learn about it, and then you will decide whether you want one or not.
Okie dokie. Can I just decide now?
Okie dokie. No, of course not.
David 7, Dex Fact File.
It's in David 7 Pokédex. I want you to David 7 in between your knees.
Victreebel, the flycatcher Pokemon, evolved from a weeping bell who evolves from a bellsprout. Take it over, Dave 6.
Said to live in huge colonies deep in jungles, although no one has ever returned from there. Lures prey with the sweet aroma of honey.
Swallowed whole, the prey is melted in a day, bones and all. Its prey include bugs, naturally, even large animals on occasion.
Acid that has dissolved prey. Many prey become.
Swallowed whole, the prey is melted in a day, bones and all. Its prey includes bugs, naturally, and even large animals on occasion.
Acid that has dissolved many prey becomes sweeter, making it even more effective at attracting prey.
This horrifying plant Pokemon attracts prey with aromatic honey, then melts them in his mouth. Once ingested in this Pokemon's body, even the hardest object will melt into nothing of it.
Victreebel, I'm the professor and I can't say his name, has a long vine that extends from its head. This vine is waved and flicked about as if it were an animal to attract prey.
When an unsuspecting prey draws near, the Pokemon swallows it whole.
So Peep, I think you're prepped to have a look at this Pokemon and see what you think about it. Now that we've entered Worsley Mesnes and they're everywhere.
They're bloody everywhere, aren't they? Let's have a look. Clip 1, episode 261, 2002. Here's looking at you, Elekid. We start off by having one of the Team Rocket making particularly gooey eyes at the Victreebel, saying, "Jeepers, where did you get those eyes?" And he says, "Victreebel, as Coffin and Ghastly." What are their names? What are they called?
They're called Wheezing, but the Pokemon was also called Weeping Bell that just spoke.
Really? So it's not a Victreebel. He did say
No.
Weeping Bell. I just thought he was being silly. That's not an answer to the question, is it? Question that Simon Team Rocket. Is his name Simon?
Yes. No, James.
James. He's in heaven?
Team Rocket's answer to a question no one asked.
Is he in heaven?
He's having a flashback. This specific Victreebel, I may add, is the Victreebel of James from Team Rocket.
Okay, I see. And so it's an anti-hero or just a villain?
Yes, and for the most part, we'll be looking at people's Pokemon.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's something I, as a Cloud, really want to know about. So James has set off Wheezing on top of the Weeping Bell and taken the Weeping Bell, and he's taking it off to the breeding center.
Yes.
Whatever that is. What is the breeding center?
Essentially, it does what it says on the tin, but it also acts as a kind of daycare, which is silly because he only has Wheezing and you can have 6. So He just, for some reason, he's immediately loves this thing and then dumps it off at a breeding center in a flashback. And now we go back to what year is this? Because this is its first introduction.
So we're going back to episode 57, a mere 200 episodes earlier. And these are weekly, aren't they? So we're talking about maybe 4 years or something, right?
I believe so. I believe it was. Yeah, the first one may have been 2002.
Yeah, 1998, when the time when the Cockney Watchdogs was still just dreaming of getting started.
Oh yes, this is prime Professor Sycamore time as well.
Sycamore
Sometimes I call
Junior.
myself Nathan. Yes.
Sycamore Junior. The breeding center secret. This is the breeding center where I left my weeping bell the other day. So the flashback that we saw in clip 1, is it something we'd seen already, or is it filling in the gaps from this particular real incident?
It is the latter. Yeah, it's filling in a brief bit of it, because this, at the time, I'll get into it, but this confused me because there was no incident in which he caught a Victreebel or Weeping Bell.
All right, so they
He
just
just
kind of
basically-
jumped into it. That's pretty strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they wanted to give them both a second Pokemon, basically, both the Team Rocket, and
What
that's
does
how
the
they
other Team Rocket have? Jenny?
Lickitung.
She's got a licky. What's her name? James and Jonathan.
Yes, Jessie, believe it or not.
James and Jesse. He's evolved into a Victreebel, and the Victreebel will count 1 as the Victreebel says its name as it chomps down on James's head. I'm guessing not in a Little Shop of Horrors fatal way.
No, he continues to exist. It's very lapse on the effect of on humans. Because they get burned and electrocuted and drowned basically weekly, and it doesn't really do anything to them.
It's wrapped its leaf around his head, but it's got big sharp teeth, right? Why doesn't it just sink those into his face?
I think he's just playing, but also that's why he doesn't administer any of the acid that can melt through like steel. This is just like a dog playing. Victreebel is quite doggish.
It's like a dog, but it's also, imagine if you had a pet snake who had poison and decided that it was going to playfully wrap its face around your head and not inject you with that poison.
Indeed, and he does have an appropriate reaction to that, but over time he just sort of does. He knows that he's not going to get hurt.
Meowth and Jesse are, I guess, dragging James along the floor with Victreebel. Wow, he says, probably later after he's been detached from the Victreebel's mouth. Wow, it grew into a Victreebel so big and strong and penis looking, I think, if I heard him correctly.
That's exactly what he said. There's also, I think they're running with the idea that this is sort of been force evolved, which makes them somewhat troublesome.
Force evolve? What's this concept?
Like he wasn't ready naturally to evolve, but due to this breeding centre's evil, by the way. I forgot to...
What do you mean?
It's run by 2 other members of Team Rocket, who are their nemesis.
So Team Rocket has other Team Rocket members who are their enemy?
Yes, called Butch and Cassidy.
Oh.
Yes. So they have basically done a bad job and mistreated Weeping Bell. So it has evolved, possibly out of anger, and that's why it's...
So Team Rocket is like a big organization.
Oh yeah, it's like a global villain industry.
Commonly read as queer-coded.
They are.
But Team Rocket, full global organization.
Run by Giovanni.
Really? So how many people are in? Is a fictional crime syndicate?
Yeah, there's loads of them.
No.
More specifically in the games they were, and then in the show it is literally just these 2.
Oh, interesting.
And the whole raison d'etre is incredibly silly. They just want that Pikachu, and they go through so many other Pokemon that are better and rarer.
Like the whole of Team Rocket, or just those 2?
Just those 2, and then occasionally the nemesis, Butch and Cassidy, arrive, who tend to be like the better at it version.
Okay.
Is the thing, like, you know, like they're the professionals, even though they also fail every time.
Nobody really succeeds. So there can't be a lot of money in hunting down animals that are very common.
Well, they tend to traffic and kill them, I think.
Oh, that's not good. James once again gets his head ensconced.
I would like you to briefly pay attention to the noise Victreebel made in that clip before moving on to any other clips, because there was a distinct change in its voice between appearances.
Yeah, deeper, right?
Deeper, and it says Victreebel.
Yeah. Stressing different parts of his name as well.
Yes, and you will... a creative choice will be made to change that. Don't know why they changed it to what they changed it to, but it became one of the most surreal decisions across the board in like 35 whatever
I think you've
years.
mentioned this with the screaming before, but let's have a listen. It's true, honestly, the good guys, I don't know what kind of trouble they're in and how Victreebel reacts to it. Clip 3, episode 261, he's looking at you, Ella kid. So we're back to the dream sequence. And three thinks of a Dugon's tail, a weeping bell had evolved into a Victreebel. And so that's pretty sweet. We see him meeting it. And then the next thing, James and the Victreebel are naked at an onsen. We two are inseparable. They're having a good old sleep with their nightcaps on. With times and bad, feast or famine. They were a team, and comedically, just like Rod Hull and Emu, Victreebel is chomping on James's head whenever he gets the chance.
Which is they sort of had to do that flashback there because they hadn't established that relationship at all over the 4 years. Like
Right.
he
So
occasionally pops up, but they made no effort for him. He was just a backup Pokemon.
but they tried to make it seem like there was they retconned a strong relationship in there so that I guess they could do something in that episode.
Yes, but there is some stuff. I've seen stuff online before about how James, out of all the characters, is the best trainer. Like
Really?
he cares the most for his
Okay.
Pokemon.
Interesting. Is there evidence of that?
Yeah, but I can't remember what it is. There's just like comparatively the way he sticks with them and treats them, etc. I think there's one later on where he basically just decides to die for them, then it just doesn't happen. He's fine, but
James is hardcore, isn't he?
he is. He's his character is supposed to be like the rich kid that rebelled.
Okay.
Is how he got into this. Like his upbringing is very, very wealthy, so he's
Joined
out on his own.
a crime syndicate.
Yes. What are your thoughts on Victreebel so far?
Victreebel, we've seen almost nothing other than Victreebel looks a bit like a kind of Venus flytrap. Not really, but you know what I mean, like one of those plant-eating, insect-eating plants. And comedically, they retconned him to be important, and he has eaten James's face 2 times.
Yeah, I liked it as a kid because it was a new member of a team.
Oh yeah.
Same for Lickitung, who will also, a couple of times over or whatever. But yeah, I think I think we said this about Heracross. No, we didn't. The Clouds did. That they take the sort of freakiest looking ones and give them some kind of cute trait to make them friendly looking, probably for merch purposes.
There's a sort of Japanese thing like that love of irony, which is pretty basic, where they'll make ugly stuff cute and they'll make cute stuff like dangerous or
Yeah.
ugly.
I agree. Like Pikachu's probably got the worst attitude of any Pokemon that you meet
Yeah.
from that first episode, and then you get like the sweet Heracross and the silly Victreebel, etc.
Irony, isn't it? Clip 4, episode 74, 1998, all fired up.
We're out of the trilogy of introducing Victreebel now as well.
Okay, so now we're going to get some Victreebel-based storylines.
Yeah, so now he's just after that breeding center thing, he just continues to be one of James's Pokemon now.
I see. So Meowth is on fire, and James decides now the time to let Victreebel out of his Pokeball. And Victreebel's new name is just a scream.
A high-pitched, scared scream.
Obviously, he engulfs some sort of fire Pokemon who then sets Victreebel on fire. You get a very cool sort of outline. Is Meowth a fire cat?
No, he's on fire though.
Oh, he's on fire.
Victreebel
Why is he on
attempting to
fire?
He's been set on fire by something.
All right.
Probably a Pokemon.
Pokemon.
And this is the effort to put him out, presumably by dissolving him in acid.
Yeah, because I mean, you wouldn't say that Victreebel was your first choice to put out a fire. There must be some like ice or sand-based Pokemon.
They're working with 4 Pokemon basically. They're working with Weezing, Arbok, Victreebel, and Lickitung at this point.
All right, yeah. What's Arbok?
Big Snake.
Oh, Big Snake.
Essentially, he's the worst choice of the 4. He's also, as a grass Pokemon, weak to fire.
There you go, Squirtle, right? So Team Rocket is now set 2 of their Pokemon on fire and they're running away. 50% of their Pokemon are on fire. And
Yes.
Ash turns up and to save the day by throwing a water turtle at them. The water turtle, Squirtle, douses them in water. And there you go. There you have it. They put it out and the Team Rockets are all in a big charred heap.
Yeah, I think that was his Victreebel's first post. I might be wrong, but post breeding center appearance, and I like that they're making him a bit what are those three idiots called?
Three Stooges.
Yes, thought it was. Then I was getting confused with Musketeers. Yeah, they've just made him like dumb. Like he kind of like he fits the team well. He's got that attitude of act before thinking, and it always doesn't pay off.
Yeah, I mean that's what you get for working with animals, isn't it?
Considering, yeah, you're talking. You got Ash, who's got 6 Pokemon. Misty's got like 5. Brock's got like 4, and then you're on to Jesse and James, who have already got a Pokemon before these as their main one. So it's expected that he only pops up once every like 15 episodes or so, and it's surprising that you get to see him do any battling at all, really.
Well, let's get ready to be surprised. Clip 5, episode 87, 1999, the Crystal Onyx. James once again gives his Victreebel, and is that Arbok?
It is.
He releases his 2, and immediately Victreebel, in between its screeches, devours the head of James. Will you get off me? And Jessie, with her cut up crimp top, cannot believe it as Arbok watches this madness with his snake mind.
Exactly. Arbok belongs to Jesse.
Ah, I see. So they want each. Are they fighting against each other, or is there some mystery third villain?
I think they're just fighting against the children that they follow.
So Staryu is kicked off by Christine, or whatever her name is. What's her name?
Misty.
Misty.
Close enough.
Exactly. She throws the flying star at the snake and the what's his name? The plant, Victreebel. Victreebel falls backwards with his snake onto the cat, Meowth, and Meowth says, "I thought we'd win. Very shocked." And Pikachu just rocks up and shocks the hell out of them all with his Team Rocket Dewgong running away. It's the giant Onyx, isn't it?
It is.
Onyx bats the hell out of them with his rock tail. It looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. That's a good team, though, isn't it? When you've got the little cat, the 2 humans, the snake, and the plant. That's a good team there.
Yeah, and it's an odd choice because Jessie is using her main squeeze.
Yeah.
But James has not used wheezing in this situation, and there doesn't seem to be a real reason why, other than let's just show Victreebel. He doesn't do anything.
No. Does Wheeze do anything like funny or anything, or were they just thinking James hasn't had his face eaten by that plant for a bit?
That pretty much, I think. Like Arbok and Wheezing seem to be just like the villain, the original 2 who are like villain Pokemon. There's not really much other than their love of Team Rocket, which is quite nice. You see,
It's quite
they're
nice.
quite affectionate.
They don't really
Yeah.
They haven't really done anything bad so far. Is it like I've not seen them do anything. What's so bad about them?
I've just been kind of cutting around the bad stuff. They're just
They're evil.
consistently trying to harass these 3 kids and steal their Pokemon for profit.
Are they older? Is there a suggestion that they're older than the kids?
Yeah, but they're supposed to be like 15.
Right. Team Rocket's supposed to be 15, so Ash and Co are like 12.
I think he's supposed to be 10.
Team Rocket is gone and they fly off into the distance to do that thing with the sun. And, yeah, it's brilliant. So I like that. I like that. What I liked about that is there was so many Pokemon in such like a 5-second spell. There were I think there was about 7 Pokemon.
Exactly. I do. My favorite thing as a kid was always when it wasn't Ash who battled with Pikachu. It's always way more interesting. It's very fun to see Misty throw out Staryu to deal with a situation.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
opposed
that's
to-
the maudiness of it, isn't it? We're not interested in seeing Ash battle with Pikachu. We want to
Which
see.
happens weekly.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's rubbish, isn't it?
It is nice that occasionally there's someone there who is like, let's show one of the other person's teams. And they do, they get like episodes about them, etc. as it goes on. But in terms of regular battles, it does just basically boil down to him throwing Pikachu out.
Nice. All right. Well, moving on to clip 4, aka clip 6, however it is.
I believe it is still clip 4.
We did that one, clip 1. You labeled the second one as clip 3. And then the last one was also clip 3, and this is clip 4. I think it's clip 5, actually. EP 110, 1999, the Sun Spore Detour. James dressed as a clown, like a hobo clown. He lets out Victreebel from his Pokeball, who immediately starts chasing him.
While screaming.
And then he attacks a little Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl's too fast. Poliwhirl blasts the plant with water. The plant throws his leaves at Poliwhirl. And Misty throws a fish. What's the fish called? Ka-ching?
Goldeen.
Razor Leaf Victreebel that James demands. Victreebel just screeching as he throws his leaves at his fish. Tells it to go into the water. Goldeen, stop him with your heart attack. Horn attack. The fish just does what's that guy called? Who was the crocodile fighter?
Steve Irwin.
That's right. Fish. The fish just keeps bouncing out of the water and stabbing this plant and just won't let it get a break. James just has had enough. He's just taking Victreebel away before too much damage is done. Why can't you train that Victreebel to battle? It looked like a punchy bag, Meowth shouting. What's Meowth's ranking in relation to Team Rocket?
He doesn't really have one. He just he's neither of the Pokemon, so he is basically on par with them, but I don't think he's taken seriously by the corporation itself.
Powers that be. Yeah, he's not got an official.
But I do imagine if he came back with the big haul, he would be praised as such.
Did they never do a story where he was promoted to a proper Team Rocket member and then demoted by the end of the episode? That's kind of shit you would normally do, right?
Yes, but no. But he is a full-time member anyway. It's just, I imagine, probably taken slightly. These are the ones that are taken the least seriously of the whole organization, basically.
Oh, yeah. They're the clowns, right?
So they all take each other to be like all three of them think they are the best of the three.
Are they on a salary?
I think so, but I think it must. Their entire thing is that they want to catch rare ones for the boss. Yeah. But instead of actually doing that, they've decided that Pikachu specifically is the rarest of all.
Right.
Despite it not being, and focus entirely on that. What I like about this clip, though, is that I think it's the first time you see it battle, and it's not very good at it because he's never made it battle before. So it doesn't matter that it's a little fish battering it around because that fish has been trained properly, therefore is stronger.
Like if it was a tiny Jackie Chan against a full-size mountain man.
Exactly. And
who'd lived his life without any sort of kind of battle hardness.
Yeah, he's essentially just been, every time he's called on, he just, as a dog would, sees a ball, but in this sense, it is a human to eat.
Right, I see.
But I do like that it's at the start of this clip, it's attempting to try to eat him, and it just changes its direction mid-scream. So it's sort of just like it's out for anything.
Out for anything, isn't it? And James takes off his hobo costume and puts his regular costume on as well. Why was he dressed as a hobo?
No idea. We're just vaguely at the end of my watching time, I think.
Punching bag out there. He could use some work.
It's nice that, again, James v Misty.
James v Misty.
Not Ash and Pikachu v everybody.
No,
so it's fun to
second tier trainers going at it.
Exactly. Even though Misty and Brock are supposed to both be much, much more prolific and better trainers than Ash.
Oh yeah, we got to imagine.
Well, they're both gym leaders, which is like up there in terms of jobs.
Do they have their own gym? And if so, how did they find the time to wander around the Kanto region?
They both have their own gyms. Essentially, I think they were already gym leaders in the game.
Right.
And they decided that those two would be the companions. So Brock basically just leaves it in charge. I think he gives it back to his dad.
Right.
His absent father who returns.
Brock Senior. Did the game come before the TV show then?
Yes.
Right.
I think by a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know about the manga. I don't know where that place is. I think the game was first though.
That would make sense because Nintendo, right?
Yes. And
Game Freak.
Yes, Misty and her sister's own a gym, so she just left.
Oh, well, as long as someone's looking after the gym, right? Is it like do people have to get a membership?
No, you just turn up and if you beat them, you win a badge.
What's the business model there?
If you have 8 badges, you can enter a competition.
Right, but you can just go to their gym and get these badges without any sort of money or being part of the gym?
Yeah. There'd be no point to be part of the gym because you'd only need to ever go there once.
Well, as we said,
I imagine it's
Pokéworld falls apart with even this flimsy of logic being applied.
I would say the opposite. I'd say it's state funded, like a library.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
So
I'm sure at
it,
some point we will uncover the other elements of Pokeworld. Maybe that'll be season 2 and 3 of this pod, because I think right now we're just digging into the main Pokemon of the main trainers, right?
kind of, yes, or just the ones that I have decided we should look at.
Exactly. Thank you, Professor. Clip 5, episode 261. Here's looking at you, Elekid, again.
Again,
The winner is Victreebel, so Jesse and Meowth. Argopet has got taken a hell of a beating by Victreebel. Every time you
Yeah.
call on that thing to battle, Victreebel would rather make you his lunch. It's not the beak, it's the feet.
exactly. Here's the context of this. Victreebel has won the which Pokemon should we get rid of competition against James's will,
Right.
and they're essentially arguing that it's because he's pointless.
Yeah.
I think it's for a trade for some sort of dodgy guy.
Right. Okay. But James loves him, and is that? Well, I guess that's what the story like. That's why they established this love relationship, right?
I think that flashback that we've already seen happens round about this scene within
Okay.
their time.
That is kind of funny though, like for them to say, well, we're getting rid of this most useless Pokemon. It's a very much a Simpsons or even a Father Ted kind of thing where it's like, we're getting rid of this useless Pokemon, and then there's just a flashback to show like off camera they've been like the bestest of friends.
Yeah, it's very callous in its nature, this series. In
Right.
that there's not really a reason to get rid of it from a writing point of view, because they can have up to 6. But they've just decided, no, it's too confusing for either of these to have more than 2 at a time.
Yes.
So that Wob effect there is Jessie's.
Right. So she gets to keep Wobbuffet and the snake, and he has to get rid of Victreebel. And he just
Yes,
has
in
to have
exchange.
Coffin and what the other one is.
He's just got Wheezing at this point, now that
Right.
they're getting rid of Victreebel, to swap out for this. I don't know what it's been set up as, but I think they've been told that it's, like a really good trade
All
by
right.
like a con man in the woods.
A wood-based common. But Jess, I got a certain fondness for that man-eater. What a line. And while it is true that during our morning feedings it does try to eat me every time, still I share some wonderful memories with poor Victreebel. James is pouring his heart out here as we cut away to watch Victreebel once again try to eat his face.
It's very heartless.
He cries,
It is-
tears
it is-
streaming from his face. Sweet Victreebel, he says.
It is the same as somebody saying, like, that pet that you've had for 6 years, you're going to have to get rid of it right now. For no reason, just because the other two
Our
want
friend
them to.
here, this man here has suggested he has another pet that's even better.
Yes, Meowth is not willing to be the trade, and Jessie is not willing to trade either of hers. They've all just 2 out of 3 of them have said, well, we don't like that one you've got, and we think it's useless, so get rid of it.
Absolutely
And
madness.
he just goes along with it, but like really sadly.
Very sadly, he's protesting, but he's not really doing anything about it, right? Just protest.
He just verbally protests and then does it.
He just does it. Secretly, he just wants to watch it suffer for all the times it tried to eat his head.
Yes, but this is the switch out where this is James's brand new Pokemon in exchange for Victreebel, though, now going forwards.
What's this machine here?
That's like I don't really know. There's not really any like science behind any of this stuff, but in terms of how that Pokeball is officially yours and it makes that Pokemon
Oh, yeah.
understand that it is yours.
Right.
This is basically like a trade-off. Like once you've swapped these 2 Pokeballs around, that Pokemon now belongs to you via science.
Does the other one just then forget that it used to belong to you, and now like it wouldn't even recognize you?
No, it could be sad, it could be happy, could be indifferent depending on its personality. But they do tend to be quite animally in that they, like they'll probably adjust very quickly.
Oh, okay. Just get on with it, right?
Yeah.
And here's your Weeping Bell. So this oldie worldy fella. Of course, you realise no trade back. So they've been screwed over, haven't they, by this kind of like duffer, this lemon of a Pokemon.
Yeah. Look at James. This man is just running off with his friend of 4 years.
James said, wait, Victreebel. So do we find out, is this next clip showing us the conclusion of this story, or are we going to be left hanging?
Yes, this does show the conclusion, but I will say, spoilers, that is the last time James ever sees his Victreebel. I say that's it's a very callous program.
Brutal. And is this this series that you're teaching me, Professor, this series of Pokemon, is the idea that I will follow the Pokemon's journey from beginning to end, or is it just going to be a random selection of clips?
It will as much as possible be a beginning to end situation.
Nice.
Because a lot of them for a kids show, A lot of them do have ends.
Brutal, the savage ends.
Horrific. Goodbyes for no reason. Endings.
Nice. Well, life's like that, innit? You
It
gotta
is.
learn. You gotta learn, and the best way to learn is through cartoons.
Precisely. No one told you life was going to be this.
Clip 6, episode 261, 2002. Here's looking at you, Ellicott, again. Brilliant Weeping Bell. That thing's even better than the Victreebel. So they gone back and he's got himself a new Weeping Bell.
To add insult to injury, the trade that he received was a Weeping Bell.
It's a trade down. Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I think he was lying about what they were going to get, or saying it was like super good, and then it was just
Super good,
just a
super
Weeping
quiet.
Bell.
I thought it was going to be that blue one. What happened to that blue one?
That's Jesse's. It's just knocking about somewhere.
What's this in this bag over here?
One of them is the Pokemon Elekid, which makes sense because it's
Yeah.
in the title of the episode.
Yeah.
The other one, I believe, is called Larvitar.
Is the yellow one Ellicott?
Yes, it's a little electric baby.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
It is. It's one of my faves.
It's cool, but the way it's drawn in this picture is even cooler. It's kind of all
Knocked out.
so almost immediately. It ages up and it evolves up into a Victreebel again. Do we know
so
why?
He just for irony, I think he now just has a second one.
Okay.
It's
But it just
it's like a status quo reset.
start
for no
quoting it.
reason.
Basically, yeah.
This is now a different second Victreebel to the one that's been removed.
I guess in the kind of Rick and Morty style, they just don't mention it, or Lunch Lady Dora style, they just kind of get on with it.
Well, you shall see.
Shall indeed. Oh, this one immediately jumps onto Jesse's face. Ha 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 ha. They do that kind of chaotic cartoon ending where, oh, the cartoon's ending, so we're not going to resolve this, but oh, stop, won't you just stop? And it's just chomping down on her, and I imagine her face is being melted as we
That's
speak.
when this one, the male Victreebel went for James and just simply like playful in the way that dogs kind of roughhouse.
Roughhousing.
This one looks like it's in like genuinely trying to eat her.
Oh yeah, and this is a female one, is it?
Yes.
How do you know?
I believe they say she at some point.
It's wearing a dress. She manages to rid herself from, covered in some kind of liquid, which you have to imagine is acid.
Get Victreebel out of my sight now!
Get that Victreebel out of my sight. She sets her snake on it, and the snake and this brand new Victreebel have a fight, and it just gets trashed and kicked out of there by the snake, right, while all the other trainers are watching this pathetic show unfold in front of them.
Yeah, she was not standing for that.
No, absolute clowns, aren't they, Team Rocket?
Well, this one does seem a bit more like it's trying to consume them, because the James never had all the acid all over him.
But he also didn't have any sort of relationship with this one, right? It's not like they've got a hive mind or something. So it's like, did they have a hive mind?
I don't think so.
No.
But this one seems to be more. James's proper one never went to the level of producing acid. It was always just a playful eat. Whereas this is genuinely trying to consume her, I think.
Or maybe the rim is smeared with saliva, but it's only deeper into the bell where the acid is. So maybe she's just covered in rim saliva rather than bell acid.
That's very true. That's the opening quote.
Clip 7, episode 261, 2002. He is looking at you, Ellicott, again.
Yes.
What are you doing? This was terrible trade. Stop. So he's immediately gone back to this like proper Japanese cartoon kind of rough guy with a like a kind of, he's like a proper 70s animation style, this guy, isn't he? I don't know what that's called, but you know what I mean.
You are out of here!
You are at that ear. So he's French as well, right? So then he kicks the living Shiite out of the screeching Victreebel. 2 Victreebels that have been launched into the sky, which again seems a common theme of people being launched very high into the sky. Is there some kind of gravity thing on this planet, or is it just for fun?
I think it's just for fun. It happens, I would say, in maybe 95% of their appearances.
All right, but there's no harm done, right? No harm, lads.
No, never any permanent injuries or death.
And in true love fashion, the 2 Victreebels look at each other and immediately make a love heart with their proboscises. They jump off together. Screaming together, surrounded by Sakura. beautiful ending. They just kind of vanish, right? And that's the end, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's the entire Victreebel 4-year arc wrapped up.
Story.
They do tend to when they get rid of the Pokemon, they make sure that they have a happy ending. But there is always just a sadness of, well, that's the last time he ever sees one of his best friend pets.
All right.
So it's tinged with sadness. However,
Do you
yeah,
have some art, or you not?
no,
You don't have any?
I do not have any art.
I've got
However,
some. I've got some art here. If you want it?
indeed, I can't remember who James then gets as his second Pokemon because this was all vaguely new to me.
Hmm.
Like I don't remember this epic. Like we're still in the same time frame, so I bet I missed this by maybe like I stopped watching it like a month or two before this because all
Right.
it's not changed drastically in terms of Pokemon teams,
Okay.
but essentially over time the characters stay the same and they just switch out the Pokemon from time to time.
Yeah, just for fun, right? Just for shits and gigs.
Exactly.
Here we go. Here's the first one. It's a Mega Victreebel with its big acid fill belly.
Oh yeah, so to explain, in recent years they have included something called a Mega Evolution. It kind of works the same as Digimon, where it's only temporary and then you return back to your
Indeed. I believe
state.
we
So
talked about it before. But it's good though. What's the difference?
its leaf is massive and it's also like wrapped its vines around its own neck
Oh la la.
and it's like
Gorgeous.
bigger. A lot of them are significantly different, and then some of them are like one of them they just gave it legs.
I know. It's just random, innit? How about this one? It's kind of a what if Mega Victreebel was in red, blue, green?
Yeah, I like that a lot. This is the style I would like to see all of the new ones in because it makes them more nostalgic for me
Yeah.
personally.
Pretty good, isn't it? 8-bit.
Yeah, I do prefer regular Victreebel to this thing, but that's just because of it being new and unfamiliar.
Yeah, people are loving Mega Victreebel though, so that's why this art was kind of like pretty much all about Mega Victreebel. Here we go. There's a Victreebel done in a Japanese kind of woodcut style. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very true to form. I'd like to see some deconstructed Victreebels,
There's a Mega
but
Victreebel.
I like the design of it. I like the eye placement underneath the mouth. I've always thought is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, upside down, innit? What about this
Yeah.
one? This is just a 3D rendering. I don't see it. I didn't see a lot of people messing with the Victreebel design. This is a good one. Victreebel transformation in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, I don't know if the main thing I enjoy seeing with art is when they make it into a different type. Like so they'll redesign, like Squirtle as a fire turtle instead of water, etc.
Yeah, I don't see any. Like it's not. It doesn't necessarily look like anybody's like gone all hog. They're all too obsessed with Mega Victreebels.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's new and exciting, but I don't know where it ranks in the popularity scale, but probably not wildly high up. Whereas I think at like the Pokemon Center and stuff like that, you can get merch of every single one of them basically. So
Probably.
there will be like plushies and figurines, which is super cool. But I imagine they're not flying off the shelves, whereas it would be one of my first 5 purchases.
Indeed. Well, let's have a look. I found a couple more that are interesting. So this guy, I guess, is no, just don't even know what's going on there. It's just like showing the range of its powers and its attacks, right?
Yeah, which is pretty fun. I don't know what the blendery looking one is, but it's fun. I like to see it in action
Grass
in
Mickey's
terms of battling, etc.
grass mixer. Don't know what that means. Look, there's a fun one where you got like them all being eaten.
Yes, and they do the shiny thing as well, of course, which is wasp.
Oh yeah, wasp. Eh? How about that one?
Yeah, this
That's
is the
a-
kind of stuff I want to see.
that's the stuff, isn't it? Like well, that's that. I think that's referencing possibly the little shop of horrors.
Yeah, there is a thing people make them look as true to life as possible, which often makes a lot of them look super disturbing and makes it, nice that they aren't real.
Yes, so a few people have taken. I guess
I imagine that was there is a lot of drawing on culture,
yeah.
like other characters, like the Snorlax being Totoro adjacent, etc. So it's not a million miles away to say that this is intentional.
No, there's little shop of horrors and all that stuff, right? It's good stuff. So I think that's the best one so far, which is the demonic Pokemon Victreebel. So
Exactly.
that's
They,
it. Do you have an ending sketch to like wrap up our thing or not?
No, I just put improv. My thing is, I like it, and now it's up to you, Peep, whether you want to Look, there's one over there. Can you see it? Screaming.
Yeah, I can see it. I will take that one because I think it's pretty cool. And even if it tries to eat you, it's all done in good shits and giggles. Like, and I can always kick it out once I've got my full 6, right?
Yes. And as you said in your song, the eating does seem to be a form of affection.
I think so. So yes, I'm going to take a Victreebel. He's cute. He's sweet. He reminds me of the Little Shop of Horrors. And there's a man and a lady one as well. And so they seem quite loving, sweet creatures who didn't actually at any point dissolve anybody in acid, even though they could, right?
No, I feel like that's more of a survival instinct situation. So once you've been caught and you're with a person who is just sort of regularly feeding you,
Yeah,
I think all of your like natural survival stuff takes a backseat
maybe.
because you're just getting nice, like in the same way that, you know, a cat could go out and kill a bird, but if it's got a tray of delicious cat food, it probably won't.
Didn't become a little bit of a pet.
Exactly.
Became a total pet.
But yeah, one of my favourites simply because it came into the programme at a time where they needed some new faces.
Oh yeah.
And I always preferred it when somebody other than Ash got a Pokemon because it was more unnecessary for the show.
Oh yeah. You're just doing it out of love, right?
Yeah, just to display. And I don't know what the vetting process is and how they decide out of the 150 that they've got at that time, why Victreebel for James.
Yeah,
And
it's
did
a
they?
weird one, isn't it? I don't know how those writing decisions were made because it does seem completely arbitrary. And other than the joke of it eating him, there doesn't
I
seem
think
to be really any purpose.
I think that must have been it, basically, because they do the similar thing with that blue, the Wob effect creature,
All right.
in that it will just pop out at unnecessary times, and they milk that for all it's like. I think that one is still knocking about with them now.
All right. What does it like? What does it do when it pops up? Anything in particular?
Just be a nuisance.
Oh, it's a bit of a nuisance, is it?
So I think, yeah, once they've got a running gag, and they didn't seem to do any running gags for the heroes, it was just the villains. Maybe Psyduck for Misty being kind of thick or like difficult. But
yeah.
yeah, Team Rocket always seems to have some sort of running gag. Or I think at this point, yeah, like 50 episodes in, they just thought, let's give them a bit, let's flesh them out slightly and give them one more team member each.
Oh yeah, it was cool. I mean, I think what I'm missing a little bit is the knowledge of if there's anything more, but it doesn't seem there is anything more. It's like, is that literally like more or less the only couple of episodes it appears in?
I tend to be not sure because I'm basing a lot of this off things that I haven't actually seen past like 2001. But no, I think it does. I've just gone for the highlights in terms of that was the most story it got, and that was the Misty thing was like a full battle that it got. But I imagine it does pop up semi-frequently and try to eat him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it was just this like 5 episodes, but this was definitely the only, because they basically do story episode and then you're established so you can just sort of show up whenever
All right.
until
Okay.
the last episode.
Yeah,
So
according to here, Victreebel is a grass poison type, as we well know. And how many appearances does it tell you here? Doesn't tell you.
They also have a thing where they change the rules between game and manga and series. In the game, you have to use a stone, I believe, to evolve Weepinbell into Victreebel, so it's always your choice.
Okay.
Whereas in the show, there we go. It's gone. Dealing with nature itself, ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the show, it just evolves on its own
All right.
merit. But there is a thing that happened with the Charmander that Ash had. If you evolve pre-readiness, it gives you a bit of like a stroppy attitude.
All right. Guess what, Professor? I brought some Pokeballs and I'm going to try and catch that Victreebel over there. Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully you will train your Victreebel well and we won't just never see it again.
Oh no, we'll see it often. It'll come back. What's that word? Never.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. That was good. It was good to take a trip here. So can I go back to my spaceship, or am I living here in this little land with you for a little while?
I believe you're going to stay here until you've caught
Them all.
at least 950 Pokemon.
Brilliant. 71, Victreebel.
Oh yes, number 71 out of 150. And the original
Yes.
ones will always be the best to me, even though a lot of them are. People complain these days like, oh, that's just an ice cream, or that's just a sandcastle, etc. But if you look at the first 150, about 9 of them are just balls. Most of them are blank.
Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Victreebel, did they get a different number? Bellsprout's number 69, right? So then 70, 71, right?
Yeah, so there's also a thing kind of similar to like Doctor Who, where once you evolve, you sort of take on a new personality that can be completely different to your prior evolution, etc.
Interesting. Even though his body is extremely skinny, it is blindingly fast. That's Bellsprout, but Bellsprout's a story for another day.
Indeed.
I'm going to go off and give my Pokemon some training. Heracross I didn't catch because that was just part of my Cloud Masters episode. So this is my very first Pokemon for my collection. So
Indeed.
I'm a happy little Cloud.
Exactly. It technically is your starter Pokemon.
Brilliant. Alrighty, see you next time, Professor. I'm going to go and have a lie down under this tree.
Exactly. Enjoy. Good. Farewell, Pete.
Farewell, Professor Cholmondeley. I mean, whatever.
Well, you select some art in it for a wee.
Alright.
A comedy rock Pokemon song about James, his hungry Victreebel, and the peasant who sold it. Deep in the jungle where the vines all sway, Bellsprout grew and dreamed one day. Weepinbell came and a leaf stone fell, and out popped mighty Victreebel. Sweet as honey was the scent it made, but every bug and bird soon got waylaid. For inside that mouth was a mountain brew that could dissolve a boot, a bite, or you. Victreebel, Victreebel, don't eat James tonight. Every time you're summoned, you take a giant bite. Wrap him in your vines, chomp him on the head. James cries, please stop while Team Rocket turns red. Victreebel, Victreebel, why do you have to choose the nicest guy in Kanto or your midnight chew? Now James was rich but lonely too, and found this plant Pokemon green as dew. He fed it berries, gave it love, let it sleep in a flower bed under the stars above. But every time the Pokeball clicked, Victreebel's affection got a little too thick. Chomp! Right onto James's face, sending him flying all over the place. Victreebel, Victreebel, don't eat James tonight. Every time you're summoned, you take a giant bite. Jessie laughs hysterically, Meow says what a sight, and James just dangles from your jaws in fright. Now here's the twist that broke one heart. A peasant sold Victreebel at the market cart. Take this hungry plant away, he cried. It ate my head and nearly ate my pride. James bought it cheap and walked away, while the peasant waved and said hooray. But years went by and regret set in. That Pokemon loved me beneath the grin. He searched online night after night, reading Pokédex facts by computer light. Carnivorous pitcher plant, dissolve spray hold, sweet acid gets stronger. Good grief, what a soul! The peasant posted on every forum thread, has anyone seen my Victreebel, he said. But all the replies were jokes and memes. Check Team Rocket, look for the guy named James. And somewhere under a moonlit sky, Victreebel gave a happy cry, then latched onto James with a loving squeeze as he shouted, can somebody pry it off, please? Victreebel, Victreebel, don't eat James tonight. You're a terrifying but your heart is bright. From jungle vines to internet fame, you're the chompiest Pokemon in the game. Victreebel, Victreebel, the peasant feels the pain. He wishes he could have his hungry friend again. But James just sighs as the jaws descend. I guess being eaten is how Victreebel said, friend. Champ! Team Rocket's blasting off again! Victreebel, Bell, which probably means I love you, James. The song Kaput Official Pokédex details about Victreebel's sweet-smelling acid, its carnivorous pitcher plant inspiration, and its tendency to swallow prey whole, as well as the famous anime gag of James. Victreebel repeatedly chopping his head!
That was beautiful, Peep. I didn't know you had such a good voice.
I got a little bit of help from my. I got a little bit of help
At
from
the
my
end.
friend. Got a little bit of help from my friend.
Like a
Little,
structuring Ringo Starr.
little, what's his name? Okay,
Little Zen.
Little Zen.